Welcome back to the Dinar Community Channel. We begin today with breaking developments and an urgent red alert for every Dinar holder watching this update. Confirmed reports now place the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar at $3.92 in 2025, alongside a strict 15-day redemption period for early participants. This is not speculation, this is direct confirmation aimed at investors who have been waiting patiently for years. Stay tuned until the very end of this broadcast, as I will walk you step by step through the timeline of this limited exchange period, why $3.92 has been locked in as the official rate, and the strategies you need to consider to maximize your return. We'll also cover expert opinions and insider confirmations on how the global banking sector is preparing for this rollout. This moment carries urgency and could alter financial futures forever. This is Iraqi Dinar Info, your trusted global hub for revaluation news, inside intelligence, and the most up-to-date alerts. After more than a decade of rumors, delays, and uncertainty, the fog is finally clearing. Today's broadcast delivers clarity, confidence, and a clear plan of action. The official announcement of $3.92 per dinar has sparked heated discussions in financial circles. What many overlook is that this figure wasn't chosen randomly, nor was it designed simply to shock the market. Instead, it reflects a balanced calculation, anchored in Iraq's current economic conditions while also meeting the expectations of international investors who have tracked this story for years. At $3.92, the valuation is strong enough to reward those who stayed committed through years of doubt, holding on when skeptics dismissed the dinar as a fantasy. Now, that patience is paying off. The rate sits close to the symbolic $4 mark, sending a powerful message, yet it remains economically stable, avoiding sudden shocks or runaway inflation that could ripple through regional trade. Behind the scenes, Iraqi policymakers worked with international advisors to ensure the number was sustainable, aligning with GDP growth, oil revenue, and reconstruction funding. Some experts even call $3.92 a bridge rate, a carefully chosen starting point that provides Iraq with global credibility before potentially moving higher in the future, once reserves, oil contracts, and sovereign wealth structures mature. Consider the real impact. A single 25,000 dinar note, once dismissed as worthless, now carries life-changing value. For long-term holders, this isn't just an economic adjustment, it represents the transformation of patience into generational wealth. Equally important is the announcement of a 15-day redemption window, what analysts are calling the priority exchange phase. This window is designed to push swift action. Investors holding significant bundles of dinar must book official appointments with banks during this period. For the first time, there's no vague timeline. The deadline is clear, and the urgency is real. Tier 4B investors, also known as the private exchange tier, will receive first access during these 15 days, redeeming at the full $3.92 rate if they act promptly. Once this phase closes, structured payouts are expected, possibly at reduced rates, as the exchange expands to the wider public. This phased approach helps Iraq manage liquidity, prevent shocks, and ensure redemptions flow smoothly. For investors, the message is crystal clear: delay could cost you dearly. This is no longer an endless waiting game but a defined countdown with a very real finish line. Banking giants are already mobilized. Wells Fargo is preparing to handle the bulk of Tier 4B appointments, using its national network and private wealth teams to manage high-value redemptions. Chase Bank has updated its systems to display the $3.92 rate, ready to execute the moment authorization is given. HSBC is preparing for cross-border logistics, especially for clients holding both dinar and dong. Bank of America is focusing heavily on compliance, verifying documents, anti-money laundering protocols, and fraud prevention. These preparations are proof this isn't speculation. No bank invests this level of resources unless activation is imminent. Experts are reinforcing the message. Iraqi economist Ahmed Al-Rub emphasized this rate as a foundation for Iraq's reintegration into the global system, not a temporary figure. Currency strategist Michael Stevens noted the 15-day window is designed to control liquidity and prevent instability. Compliance specialist Karen McMillan stressed the importance of documentation. Valid IDs, passports, and proof of purchase will be non-negotiable at redemption. The lesson is simple: preparation equals success. The rate provides opportunity, the window creates urgency, but only readiness determines who actually benefits. Practical strategy is essential. Investors should book appointments immediately when the window opens, waiting risks being locked out. Organize currency properly. Clean, undamaged notes are critical. Gather documentation, proof of purchase, IDs, and tax numbers. Clarify financial goals. Lump sum, structured payouts, or wealth contracts, each with unique tax implications. Seek professional advice. Mismanagement could destroy a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The exchange is not just a currency swap, it's the chance to create lasting security and stability. On the global stage, ripple effects are already evident. Forex platforms are preparing to list IQD/USD trading pairs, marking the dinar's entry into the mainstream market. Middle Eastern banks are building US dollar reserves to handle massive conversions, especially given Iraq's pivotal role as an oil exporter. Global investors are quietly shifting away from volatile sectors like crypto and moving into stable assets and currencies, reflecting a broader recalibration of global markets. This is not an isolated policy move, it is a global monetary event with consequences that will reshape capital flows, reserves, and investor sentiment for years to come. The timeline is firm. Days 1 to 3. Opening of the 15-day window. Priority access for Tier 4B, full $3.92 contract rate available. Days 4 to 10. Peak activity, redemption centers at full capacity. Days 11 to 15. Closing phase, structured payout options introduced, public rates expected to drop after. Miss the 15-day window, and the terms change, possibly permanently. Contract rates will vanish, and late redeemers may face lower values. This is why analysts call it a wealth transfer moment. For some, this will mean generational wealth. For others who wait too long, it may mean missed opportunity forever. As we close this special report, remember, this moment validates years of patience, resilience, and faith. Countless investors endured doubt, criticism, and endless rumors, but held firm. Now, the revaluation is unfolding in real time. Walk into redemption centers with confidence. This is not just about wealth, it is about vindication. History is being written, and you are not a spectator, you are a participant. This is your time. Your moment has arrived. Disclaimer. This broadcast is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, or legal advice. Exchange rates, redemption procedures, and currency values are subject to change based on official policies. Always verify information with licensed professionals before making financial decisions. IRAQI Dinar Info assumes no responsibility for outcomes based on this material. All investments carry risk, and past speculation does not guarantee future results.